Anything to these potential trade rumors now? I don't even know if they're rumors, but just the thoughts of, all right, he's out there. He's playing good. We got Mitch in and out. Are we showcasing Mason for the league?
Well, the thing is this. Mason, regardless of if he was going to be the starter here or not, he's showcasing for his NFL livelihood. You know, when you talk about bringing in Mitch Trubisky, drafting Kenny, we already knew what that was going to mean for Mason. But then, not only that, you draft Chris Oladukin in the 7th. People keep forgetting about that. He's still going to be around. So, with all of that, I don't think that, anything was a surprise in a sense. I think for Mason, he understands that he has to put his best foot forward, because if it's not here, he's going to try to get a starting spot or at least a QB2 spot somewhere else. So you can't get that opportunity playing bad football, because he wasn't here. He's not a first round draft pick where, you could sit on the bench, play bad for a couple of years, and they're still going to give you opportunity. That's not the case for him. So for him, he has to go out there and keep looking like that. And as long as he plays like how he did, it might not be good enough for us here. But if you watch some of his preseason ball, watch some of his quarterback play, I think Mason going to be all right. That's all I'm saying, man.
Well, you're starting to hear some connections to the Rams, and I think that would make sense because their backup right now is that dude Wolford. You remember him? Wolford?
Mm-hmm.
And their quarterback coach is former Oklahoma State quarterback, Zach Robinson. So he could be a good little backup to Stafford out there. But then you're starting to see some injuries. Zach Wilson.
Absolutely, man. Meniscus, dude. 4 weeks, they said?
They're saying 2 to 4 weeks. I saw someone on Twitter say they think it's going to be longer. They're just being a little more optimistic.
Well, the thing is, when you're talking about a scope, it is like they still have to cut you open. So the 2 to 4 week part, yeah, but you have to the thing for me is this: depending on how he's trying to play, you can get away with it in 4 weeks if you're not dependent upon your mobility and stuff like that. You can come back out there a little bit sooner. But if he's a dude that is going to want to depend on that and be fully there and not have to second guess it in any capacity, then usually it is around that 6 week time. Just from the guys that I've seen directly dealing with scopes. And sometimes it's not just a one-time scope. Sometimes it's a thing that happens multiple times to the point where you do it so much you don't have cartilage anymore in your knee and you get bone on bone. That's the other part. Every time they go in there and just clean it up a little bit, little snip. So for him, man, we'll see how that thing plays out. But yeah, it could be dicey. But because he plays quarterback versus a running back, linebacker, wide receiver, DB, that part I do think that, you might get away with just putting him in a brace early on and him being out there.
Yeah. I think Mason would be a good high-end backup.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would be too late if the trade happens after the preseason for him to win a quarterback one spot. I'm assuming it'd be
one spot, that'd be tough.
Too little, too late at that point. But yeah, with injuries and what else, it's just like, who knows? I'm wondering for just ourselves, is it still smart to trade him though?
Well, that's the part.
If we keep him, it's awkward. But
it's safe. It's safe if you keep him.
Exactly.
Yeah, because injuries do happen, and that's the other part of it. I mean,
we experienced it in 2019.
Well, think about this. We saw 2 plays where Mason and Kenny could have got hurt. Mason is a play where they don't call it, but he definitely gets hit in the knee.
And who knows with our line?
And it's like, that could have been ACL. We talk about when Kenny got slung down with the one arm. Could have easily been a separated shoulder or anything right there. So it's like, man, that quick changes everything. So I do understand the hesitancy with that. And if you're the coaching staff, I mean, that might be one of those things where you take that into context from previous experiences. We dealt with that directly. We felt that with that look like, and it was on the cusp of us trading Josh Dobbs prior to that happening as well. Remember, and that's why we had to do the whole, all right, let's get Duck in here. All right, let's see if Duck and Mason, what's that going to look like? So maybe they do take a little bit more of a hesitant or a slower approach with that.
And I can't be wrong on this, though, because you got to be feeling it too. If Mitch somehow does go down, or if he's stinking it up the first 3 or 4 weeks, the guy they're going to is Kenny.
We got to. You would have to.
Mason can't. He just can't catch a break.
Yeah, but this is if you're Mason and you're still on the roster, you play the long game. If Mitch messes up, you banking on this rookie coming in here and over a 4-week span, he's gonna have typically. Most rookies during that 4 weeks, they're going to have 2 of them ones be some stinkers. You know what I mean? Hopefully it's not more than that, but typically that's how it happens. And you just hope for yourself if you're Mason that, hey, maybe they say
if
like how they did
if the team's winning, it don't matter though.
No, but think about this. Tua, Ryan Fitzpatrick down there in Miami, right? They were 2-2-2. When he started playing bad, they would pull him out. But he would still get to start the following week. I'm saying I don't, because we've never seen them handle a situation like this. If
True.
it got to that point where they're pulling Mitch, and now you're going to Kenny, you're still trying to find something. And then if it's like, okay, you're even thinking about pulling Kenny, it's like, well, where have we gone since then? That's all I'm saying. So who knows how they would respond to that
That'd be a
type.
mess of a season
It
right there.
would be. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right now, not on the top of my mind, and it wasn't something really going in. I was still thinking, we could keep 3 quarterbacks. But then based off the performance, and it's not necessarily a knock on Mason because I think he played good. It was how Kenny and Mitch played. Just like, bro, if those 2 dudes are playing good, like I think the whole trade talk might be more legit than I thought.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see, though, how it continues to go forward, man. Because today's show is brought to you by Manscaped. You know, the leaders in below the waistline grooming. And we were just talking about ball security. Well, hey, you want ball security, ladies and gentlemen? Manscaped. They're the ones to give it to you. All right. And how do they do that? Well, that Lawnmower 4.0, the new thing. I'm talking, you know, waterproof, light that you can turn on and off. You know, it's a safe situation, low and slow. Make sure you don't get any nicks and cuts, nothing like that. I mean, it's a dope little vibe. I mean, I personally like it a lot. I tell you, man. Strobe light it if I want to. Sometimes keep the light all the way off and just spotlight me. All right. But either way, you know, if we're going to talk about them for a reason. Because we got a promo code for you, ladies and gentlemen. And that promo code is MOATS. You use that on your purchase at manscaped.com. You will receive 20% off of your purchase along with free shipping worldwide. Deke, who doesn't love free shipping, bro?
I'm not sure.
It's like they're going to send it to you, Deke, but you don't got to pay for it. It's free shipping. Like, how do you beat that?
I don't know. I think insane people don't like that.
That's all I'm saying, man. So don't be an insane person, all right? Make sure you use the promo code MOATS. Get your 20% off at manscaped.com. And when I tell you, your dangly twins will be very appreciative of you, trust me on this, because I'm an expert. All right. So with that being said, shout out to Manscaped.